Great weather year-round, world-famous beaches, amazing restaurants, beautiful nature, and the best harbour in the world. Enrich is Malaysia Airlines' frequent flyer program and is all about rewarding its members. A few times a year, Enrich does something special. The program rewards their most loyal Platinum members with an Enrich Luxe retreat. Enrich takes these members to a spectacular destination and provides them with an out-of-this-world experience.
Sydney has it all and is an amazing place to holiday. My name is Christy, and together with Malaysia Airlines Enrich Frequent Flyer program, I'm going to show you how to have the best time in my hometown.
Australia is incredibly big. The country is the 6th largest in the world and consists of several states and territories, which pretty much all have different climates and are must-visits in their own right. Many travellers dream of exploring Australia, but just be careful, you might fall in love with Australia's beauty and will never want to leave. Sydney is the largest city in Australia and the capital of New South Wales. And if you love the sun, you've come to the right place. Sydney has great weather with at least 340 sunny days a year. Just remember to wear sunscreen. Malaysia Airlines connects Europe and Asia to Australia. When you fly into Sydney, you'll land at Sydney Airport, which is a short ride by taxi, train or private hire car to the city centre.
Now, if you've flown into Sydney, there's a good chance you've skipped several time zones. So rest up, because you don't want to miss out on Sydneysiders' favourite meal of the day, breakfast.
If you want to kick off your day with a great coffee, Sydney has got you covered. Sydneysiders love breakfast. The city has hundreds of amazing cafes that serve breakfast till late in the day, and if you have a sweet tooth, you can try one of the many pastry shops.
If you're up for a more adventurous breakfast, then head to the Everleigh Markets, one of Sydney's most famous food markets.
The Everleigh Markets are located in the Carriage Works complex and happen every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's a great place to buy fresh produce straight from the farmers. Artisan food producers also frequent the markets, so if you're into some out-of-this-world bread and amazing jams, you've come to the right place.
People at the market know food and care about what they're eating, and the feedback is fabulous. So that makes all the down on your hands and knees, digging in the dirt worthwhile.
Sydney is one of the best places to shop in Australia. This is the recently redeveloped Pitt Street Mall, where you'll find the world's leading fashion brands.
Pitt Street Mall connects multiple large shopping centres and department stores together. You have the two major department stores, Myer and David Jones, as well as the new Mid-City Centre and the new Westfield Shopping Centre, all within the one place. A short walk down the road brings you to the iconic Queen Victoria building, which is one of Sydney's oldest buildings, turned shopping complex. Even if you're not into shopping, it's worth strolling through the QVB to soak up some of Sydney's history.
Opera Australia stages many spectacular shows at the Sydney Opera House, but once a year they put on something truly special, an opera on Sydney Harbour.
The Hunter Opera takes place at one of Sydney's most iconic harbour spots. Mrs. Macquarie's Chair, and is the opera event of the year. The massive stage is built right on top of the water, and the show is full of spectacle, fireworks, and amazing performances. Watching the show under the night sky with the Sydney Opera House and the city's skyline in the background is experiencing an opera like you never have before. A great getaway from Sydney is the Hunter Valley wine region. The famous valley is about a 2.5 to 3 hour drive from Sydney and is a popular weekend trip destination for Sydney locals. You can rent a car to drive down to the region or go on one of the many bus tours. The tours take a full day and give you the chance to taste wine from the major wineries. Whilst not being the biggest, the Hunter Valley is home to Australia's first vineyards. The first plantings date back to the 1820s, and since then, the region has grown to become one of Australia's most well-known wine regions. The Hunter Valley produces varieties of Shiraz, Chardonnay, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Verdelho. But connoisseurs claim that the region is a must-visit for its Semillon alone. The wine talk can get a bit much, but don't worry if it gets too complicated. The vineyards are very inviting, and the winemakers are more than happy to talk you through the winemaking process. While day trips will give you a great sample of the region, staying the night is the best way to experience the Hunter, especially when you realise there are over 150 wineries and most of them offer tastings. Luckily, the region has many great hotels and cute bed and breakfasts to stay in, which all have much needed comfortable beds you'll definitely need after a full day of eating and wine tasting. We've come to the Hunter region to relax and be spoilt in luxury, which makes Chateau Elan the perfect home base. The hotel has a combination of spa suites and spa villas, so you know you'll have an amazing bathing experience no matter what room you stay in. And if you like to hit the greens, you've come to the right place.
The Hunter isn't just about great food and wine. The valley is known for its iconic rolling landscape, and the best way to view its beauty is by hot air balloon. This is the Audrey Wilkinson Winery, one of the first wineries in Australia. It's situated on top of a hill which gives you a great view of the vineyard. They also have a museum here where you can learn about the history of the region and the winemaking process. Let's go get some wine. So Jeff, how do you recognise a good wine?
Everyone is an expert in wine because they're an expert in their own taste buds. So it's being able to recognise what you like and what suits you. Does it look bright? Does it look fresh? Is it a 50-year-old wine? Maybe it isn't supposed to look fresh. What does it smell like? So that's why we swirl the wine.
I don't know which ones you're meant to swirl for and which ones you're not.
Every
wine?
Except for bubbles. Don't swirl bubbles.
Today, the Enrich Luxe retreat is going on a trip to the seaside town of Port Stephens. The town is a 2.5-hour drive up from Sydney and takes you past New South Wales' second largest city, Newcastle. Port Stephens is a perfect escape if you need a break from the hustle and bustle of Sydney. The town has some great secluded beaches, is one of the prime spots to go to see dolphins and whales, and is generally one of the best destinations to explore the north coast of New South Wales.
If you love an adventure, then you come to the right place. Port Stephens is known for its large sand dunes, and taking an ATV up and down the dunes is the coolest thing to do. Small bars have been popping up all over the city. They all have a unique vibe with their own original style. The one thing you might have trouble with is finding them.
The Baxter Inn is one of Sydney's most popular hidden bars. If you looked down the dark laneway it's on, you would have no idea there could ever be a bar. Walk down the laneway and you will find a random door. Go down several flights of stairs, open the fire door, and it's like you're in a different world. The bar has an early 1900s feel and serves whiskies that have actually been aging since the 1920s. The bartenders are hipper than hip and look like they took a time machine just to serve you a drink. And if you're hungry, you can feast on the unlimited supply of pretzels. Not many people know this, but Circular Quay is home to one of the nicest cocktail bars in Sydney. We're heading up to Blue Bar, which can be found on the 36th floor of the Shangri-La Hotel and serves some of Sydney's best cocktails.
Is there anything creamy?
Creamy?
Yeah.
We've got our Solero. You want to go that?
Yes, please.
Perfect.
Everything gets more swanky at 36 levels. The bartenders are called mixologists and the cocktails get extravagant. The cocktail menu consists out of many originals you can only get at Blue Bar. But the bartenders will be more than happy to recreate any favourite you might want. Feel like a Manhattan or Singapore Sling in Sydney? It's possible. If you like bling, you can't miss their signature martini on the rock, which comes with a room and an actual diamond for just 10,000 Australian dollars.
But don't worry, there are plenty more affordable cocktails on the menu. And with a view like this, what better way to enjoy one?